let's react. Oh, Rane's still fucking here, dude. Rane, I'm so excited. You don't have to like record this. You actually, I mean, you can record it anyway because Hungry Souls is amazing. And I appreciate you for doing that. But you're actually going to be here in real time for me to react. I'm so excited. So, in case you guys don't know, RaneMusic is one of my students. I've taught him some things. And he makes great music by himself. His mixes has gotten better and better and better every single year. And I'm drunk right now, so you know it's true. I literally can't lie right now. Like, you ever see that movie, Liar, Liar? That's me. The pen that I hold in my hand is royal blue. Write it. That's me. That's me right now. I literally can't lie. Who's ready to react to Losith by RaneMusic? Thank you, Nathaniel. I'm 4 seconds into this song, and I already have to say, Rane, this is your best mix yet. This sounds fucking great. If you want the instrumental, he's on Patreon. Do it. It's probably not even that expensive. Do it. Think about it this way. How much does a cup of coffee cost? How much does a pack of soda cost? How much does a fucking Monster cost? You could not buy those things for like 2 days and then afford to go on the Patreon and check out the instrumental. What the fuck are you waiting for? Go! I forgot to hit play. Sick riff. Love the guitar tones. Love the guitar tones. It was Kale. Blame Kale. Also, I have to say this, Rane. I really appreciate what you're doing here. I don't do this because I just don't care, but this is like a huge lesson that my uncle actually taught me before he died, where when you upload music, you should have something like this going on. You should. It doesn't have to be a music video, but if there's something happening on the screen other than a static picture, people are entertained by it. People just want to see shit going on. So, awesome job, dude. I really like this a lot. You can't see it? Shit. Thank you for letting me know. At least you can hear it. There you go. Look at this. Look at this. It looks sick. It's a fucking galaxy in space. This is epic, dude. This is your best. This is your best. I am so proud of you. You get better and better every single time I react to one of your songs. This is awesome. Like, I feel like I'm a boxer and I'm about to go fuck somebody up in the ring. This could be a UFC song, dude. I gotta fix my underwear. It's riding up a little too much. I like that line. Soon you will die tonight. Already going insane when there is nothing to hold on to. If I wanted to be super, super picky, which I'm going to do because I'm drunk and because I love how you keep getting better, because that means you're actually taking my advice and a lot of people just ignore me, I would turn the kick drum down a little bit and I would mix your vocals a little bit louder. That's all I got to say so far. Like, it's not bad. It's absolutely listenable. But if I wanted this mix to be perfect, I would turn the kick drum down just a little bit, maybe like 1 decibel, and I would turn your vocals up by like maybe half a decibel. I would also put a tiny bit more reverb on them because they sound great. I think your screams right now sound the best you've ever sounded, but the mix, the vocal mix is very dry. I think you could throw a little bit more reverb on there. I recommend a plugin called Reverence if you're not using it already. So normal reverb plugins, they like to just add all this shit on top of it that makes you sound like you're in a cave. But Reverence changes the sound of the room, and then you can just kind of make the reverb a little bit longer. That's what I use for my shit. I love it. It's a fantastic plugin. I don't know if it's free. I don't know how much it is. I have used Cubase, and it came with Cubase. It's a stock plugin, but it's so fucking good. Highly recommend it. Your vocals sound great, but I feel like if you just had them a little bit wetter, they would just hit a little bit harder. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So far, that's the only criticism I have. And by the way, it's not super, super noticeable. I'm going out of my way to be wicked picky just to give you something because I love how your mixes keep getting better and I want you to be the best you can be. When you are I think that's the first pig squeal I've ever heard you do. Let's listen to that again. That was awesome. Fucking kill it, dude. Awesome. I love it, dude. I love how experimental you're getting. First couple reactions I did was just you're just normal false chord, but you're getting fancy with it now. Fuck yeah. It almost sounds like a fucking frog. You're it's cool. It's cool. I like that. I don't know if you did some kind of, I don't know what tongue placement you did, but it sounded cool. Let me restart this. We got some cleans coming in. You and I can hop, take it a day at a time. No fear of fucking up, hoping that you'll be fine. Gotta get out of here, so take the steering wheel. Grab it tight and steer out of the Losith fear. I got a question and I got a statement. The question is, what is a Losith sphere? And the statement is, your cleans have improved as well, dude. Very proud of you. Your cleans are sounding they sound a lot fuller. You're not as flat. And your tone has improved. Your tone has absolutely improved. I think we can push it a little bit more. I think we can get a little bit more oomph into it, but I like it. It sounds really good. I like that. Grab it tight and steer. That sounds good. What is a Losith sphere, though? I'm a little curious. I don't know if this is a word from German, because I know you're German, or I don't know if it's something you made up, but I'm very curious what a Losith sphere is. You've piqued my interest. If this is a concept album, I'm in, because of these two words, I'm very curious. What is a Losith sphere? Let's make this light a little bit brighter, shall we? Even brighter, I think. I'm dying over here. That bass tone. So, here's my opinion on your bass tone right here. Now that I'm hearing it isolated. It's a little on the flat side. If your bass tone was a color, it would be kind of desaturated. This isn't a bad thing, but I want a little bit more. The word that comes to mind is juicy. I want your bass tone to be juicier. I want it to be more liquidy.
That sounds pretty cool. Let's hear it in the mix.
It feels like I'm in the desert right now. It's not a bad bass tone, by the way. It's a good bass tone. Let's hear this bass tone again. It's not a bad bass tone. It's just kind of flat. I want juicy. I want it to be a little more in your face. You know what I mean? I guess if I were to put it into mixing engineer terms, I want you to look at your EQ and I want it to do this. I want low end, high end, and no mids. Right now it sounds like no low end, a shit ton of mids, and like it sounds like the opposite of what I want. But it's not a bad bass tone, but that's just what I want. Let's continue though. I'm very curious where this song is going to go. We're only halfway done. This is cool. It's not going where I thought it was going to go, so I like that. Here's my thing about music. I'm very extreme. If your song is super fucking predictable, I usually like that. If your song is really unpredictable and I think it's going to go somewhere and it goes somewhere else, I really like that. But if your song's in the middle, fuck you. I don't like those middle, kind of predictable but not really songs. Except for when you're okay. I'll give you black, white, and gray, but gray doesn't have a huge spectrum. It's just normal, neutral, like middle tone gray. We'll give you 3 out of 3. We'll give you a score of 1, 5, or 10. There is nothing in between. God, why did I make the camera look that? I look like a fucking idiot. The Losith sphere it's fucking with me, man. Do I look like an angel? It's my 8 string with a bass tone. Interesting. I can't get it to sound great. My friend lent me his bass and that sounded great. So I'm going to buy myself a bass as soon as I have the money. Okay. That makes sense. So if that's the case, then I take back everything that I said because it's not a bass tone. It's your guitar tone. So I can't really be picky about it if it's a guitar. Like, if I were in your position and I had to make a guitar sound like a bass, it would probably sound just like that. So I take back what I said. It sounds fine. RaneMusic says Losith sphere is like having a bad mindset. Getting out of the Losith sphere basically means that you're trying to have a better mindset. Let loose of anxiety, depression, bad thoughts, etc. So is that a word you made up or is it like a German word? Rane, I do enjoy how you're just writing what you feel and like writing like, you know, what helps people. Back to the reaction.
Like a magnet pulling you towards the side that you cannot give home. Give in and fall, not hard at all. Hold on to the rope until your hands are covered in sweat and blood. How long can you fight?
I got one question for you, Rane. Are you writing the lyrics before the instrumental or to the instrumental? Because it sounds like you're writing the lyrics separately and then putting them over the instrumental. But I'm curious if that's what's going on. After the instrumental. Really? I would not have expected that. Interesting. So you just have like a weird flow then. Rane says, I like to get instrumental with my vocal flow. It might sound weird at first, but it's one of those things, the more you listen to it, the more you'll love it. Yeah, no, I don't think it sounds bad at all. I just thought it sounded like you wrote it first and then like put it over the instrumental. You just have a different like sense of rhythm than I do. It's just a different flow. I wouldn't knock you for it. Like, it doesn't sound bad. I was just curious, like, what your experiment. Okay, you like to get experimental with your flows in your lyrics. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious what your take was. Rane only has 1 Patreon supporter. He should have at least 5. At least 5. What are you guys doing? It's New Year's. It's time to turn over. It's time to turn over a new leaf. You know what? Let me rewind it a little bit so I can kind of refresh my brain on what's been going on. All right, hold on. Let's actually let's go back to the bass part, because honestly, the last thing I remember is the bass part, and then I went on a huge tangent. Are you using East-West Symphonic Orchestra? Because that sounds like taiko drums. I recognize those drum samples, bro. I also recognize that staccato violin. Are you using East West Orchestra? It's kind of like when people use Easy Drummer, and I can like if they use the unmixed and untampered with version, I can start to recognize the drum samples. This sounds like you're using East West Symphonic Orchestra. Are you? Are you? You are. God damn! I'm so fucking good at this. Nice choice, by the way. Nice choice. I'm going to say this about East West. A couple years ago, they fucking sucked. Their samples were amazing, but it was so difficult to install shit. It took me 12 hours to install East West Platinum, but now they have a cloud service and it makes it so easy. Oh, you can literally subscribe for the month that you're going to work on your album and then just unsubscribe. What time signature is this in? Is it 4/4 or is it something different? It's like 4/8. I dig it.
Like a magnet pulling you towards something you cannot escape from. Give in and fall.
Fun fact for you, people in the European side of the world say towards, but the American side of the world says toward. So if you're American and you want to get into writing lyrics, don't worry, I've made the same mistake. But if you're American and you want to write lyrics and be grammatically correct, you're actually supposed to drop the S. Rane's fine because he's in Germany, but just a fun fact for you.
Hold on to the rope until your hands are covered in sweat and blood. How long can you fight this pain?
Is that, did you do some gutturals? It sounded like you went. Let's keep listening while I scroll.
Don't be surprised, I was acting like a now. No happy ending, destiny your fate. Can you teach yourself for the better and lose?
Love the delay on that part. I would have keep it going even longer for me, like. I really like this chord progression. This reminds me of like Lorna Shore a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm so glad you put a guitar solo in this. Love the guitar tone, my friend. Love the guitar tone. Did you change it? Did you change the guitar tone from last time? Because it sounds a little bit different. I want to give this I'm going to be picky, though. I'm going to be harsh with you, all right? I'm going to be harsh here. Let's give it a... Even if I'm being harsh, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Nah, 7 out of 10. It was good. It was really fucking good. But because of the kick drum and the vocals and the bass tone, even though I said I wouldn't knock you on the bass tone, those 3 things, I'm going to take off 3 points because I know you can do better. But it was good, dude. It was really fucking good. But I'm giving you a 7 out of 10 because I like being harsh.